Pa' quererme frenar, saludo en la federal y en la estatal. Cambiaste las válvulas ya que pueden barbulear. Yo sé que no va a cambiar. Los que se viraron que le vaya mal. Y si me tiran sabes que voy a pichar. Los palos son legales, las cortas están digital. Los roles, los out de mal, la caja nunca para eso no. Y las baby le llegan. Los míos al día no le falta nada.
Now from the north shore of the Allegheny River, we're inside beautiful PNC Park in Pittsburgh. This evening, we've got a matchup out of the NL Central Division between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Chad Kuhl will be on the mound for the Buccos. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The center fielder, Ian Happ.
First offering. First of three is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball one. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
The mercury has dipped under 50, 49 degrees here at first pitch. One and two now. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
Here now the 2-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the payoff pitch home. And it's belted high and deep into right center. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And the Cubs could be onto something here. It's a leadoff double.
Well, looks like they were determined to be aggressive early, and it almost results in a home run in the first at-bat of the game, but he'll settle for a double and hope the number 2 man can pick him up.
Here's Chris Bryant now, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. In prior matchups with Chad Kuhl, he's totaled 13 base hits in 29 at-bats. He also has 1 home run. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And a sinker is over that time. It's back to 2-1.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
Bryant looking at a 3-1 count. No one out with a runner at second. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
So next to bat will be the left-handed hitting Jock Peterson. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Happ over at second. Bryant at first with no outs. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson.
He appears to be having some issues with pitch command to start the game. He's dealing with two guys on, and that last pitch looked like a big mistake in that location, right down the middle, but he got away with it.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And the throw in gets away from him. But they'll catch a break as the runners are going to stay where they are here as there's no advance.
To say this game has not started the way the pitcher wanted it to would be an understatement, to say the least. But he can't worry about the mistakes he made here. He just has to get himself out of it. Easier said than done as the cleanup man steps in next.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Got to believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Career number 247. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game. But things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam. And they might not be done yet.
Stepping in now, David Bodie. And that misses ball 1. In prior matchups with Chad Kuhl, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. The pitch. Four runs here in this half inning. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here, 3-1.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
He loses him on ball 4.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks in bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
Here's Jake Marisnick, and as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
The 1-0. Marisnick, a California-born ball player. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there, pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. Swing and a liner. In there, a base hit.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Next to hit will be Wilson Contreras, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
A strike to Contreras, and it's 1-1. First and second here with nobody out. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And that brings up Javi Baez. As the first pitch years have been high, it's ball 1. In prior matchups with Chad Kuhl, he's got 2 hits in 24 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Still only 1 out in the inning. Looked like the sinker there dipped a little below the knees.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Here it comes, 2-0. Hit hard on the ground to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting done.
With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today. See if that leads to a bunch of runs.
1-0 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Here's a looping fly ball out to right, and that's in there, base hit. And not in time as the run scores. Now a good throw in will hold that second runner at third base, so they're at the corners now with 2 away.
Ian Happ.
Now here's the Pirates manager up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll depart most likely to a chorus of boos here as he just didn't have it today as he leaves without being able to finish an inning. Cody Ponce comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning. In now, Ian Happ. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. That evens it up, 1-1. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. And strike 3 there as they'll finally work out of the inning as the side is retired. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Cubs 5 and the Pirates nothing. Kyle Hendricks gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
This guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. It seems like the more trouble he gets in, the better he pitches. Really tough to hit with runners in scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why his team loves when he's out on the mound. He doesn't give up very many crooked numbers.
Now at the plate here is Kevin Newman. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Newman. Here's the pitch. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Hey, Matty V, this has been a good division so far. And hey, D-Row, even though their lead isn't as big as it once was, they're playing some good baseball, and they'd love to carry this into a strong month of May.
Yeah, they find themselves sitting in first place after April. I'm telling you, that's all you can ask for in this game. I know it's a long season, a lot of games left to be played, but they find themselves in a nice spot.
The 1-1. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And he fouls this one off. Set to deal on 2-2. Fouled away. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
So now it's Brian Reynolds as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 1 home run and 8 runs batted in. The windup and the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Really high curveball right there, struggling with the release point. That's the key to the curveball, figuring out and finding that release point.
And he takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
To the plate now, Colin Moran, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 5 homers and a dozen RBIs. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate.
His offense gave him an early lead, and he is on the attack. Punched out the first two guys and made it look easy, and still getting ahead.
Ground ball left side. Bryant's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Second inning set to go, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Chris Bryant.
This is when you got to get selfish. You cannot get complacent or overconfident right here. These days don't happen often. When you got your foot on the accelerator and the entire offense is feeling pretty good, get greedy and keep getting knocks and putting pressure on the defense.
Ball one to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike one. Good change of speeds, but he lays off 2-1. Hit in the air out to center field. And it's a fly out to start the second, one away.
Now batting.
Take a look at the Pittsburgh Pirates defensive lineup. And let's focus our attention on the Todd father. Soft hands, big-time arm across the diamond, and former home run derby champion. And he's from Jersey. Don't hate.
Here's Jock Peterson now. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
And he chased it in the dirt. He makes the throw to first. 2 down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He went deep for a grand slam in his first at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, as he'll take a look at ball one. One and one, the count to the Cubs' first baseman. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin. His matchup numbers with Hendricks, just a 1 for 9.
Brian.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Goodwin.
Grounded to first. Rizzo is there. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting fifth, the right fielder.
So here's how the Chicago Cubs are positioned defensively. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Here's Gregory Polanco, and it's belted high and deep into right center, into the bleachers, and gone! Gregory Polanco leaves the yard with a solo shot. 8th home run on the season for him. As they get on the scoreboard here, it's 5-1.
Ah, man, that swing right there, Dan, that had to feel good. You're facing an elite starter. You don't know if you're even going to get wood on the baseball today.
You know, and that'll rattle you a little bit. This guy's been throwing the ball great, one of the top pitchers in the game. He's not used to guys barreling him up and hitting him in the seats.
So go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 2 home runs, 10 RBIs. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a sinker's in there for a called strike, and he forges ahead 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. That misses 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there you gotta just lay off. There's a good chance he's going to throw it on 0-2, and if you can recognize it starting down in the zone, you know it's only going to go down from there.
And there's a base hit on the line. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. His matchup numbers with Hendricks. He's got 12 hits in 25 tries. 2 of those hits were for home runs. Starts him out with a changeup off the plate for ball 1.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
From the stretch. Lifted down the line in left. Frazier is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0, 2-0, you'll see this guy try and get nasty a little bit, but he stays within himself. He knows what his strengths are, and he tries to drive the ball right back where it came from.
On the ground to the left side. And that's through for a hit.
Hey, you know what? Right there, he executed a pitch. He can't worry about where it's going. He just wants to put it on the ground right there, give his defense a chance to work, and it found a hole, period, the end.
At the plate now, John Ryan Murphy. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
He had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Into the box, Cody Ponce, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a great opportunity here to get his club right back into the ballgame with 3 men on. Slowly hit to first. I don't think they can get 2. They get the force at the plate on to Rizzo, and it's a double play. Side retired. Another look as they go home to first to get out of a tight spot. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Wackney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi? Now to the plate. Here is David Bodie. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
And that is through into left field, a base hit. With that, the Cubs get their leadoff man aboard.
Hey, after that hit right there, Dero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
So now to the plate, Jake Marisnick, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Waiting on it is Goodwin. Makes the play, 1 away.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Contreras.
Next, it'll be Wilson Contreras. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
And now the first pitch. Bodie leads off first with 1 away. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. From the stretch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Polanco has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
The batter,
Next to hit, Javier Baez. He bounced out last time up. From the stretch. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. The relay, and he is in there with an RBI triple. That triple just seems to be par for the course for him of late.
Yeah, Matty, he's seen the ball extremely well. There's no doubt about that. You can see here that the body is calm. He keeps his hand back, and he just explodes through the baseball, winding up at third with another RBI under his belt.
At the plate, Kyle Hendricks. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Hey, here's a case right here, Dero, where as a pitcher you could really help himself. With a 2-out RBI here, this would be a huge run if he could drive this run in.
Dan, this is already a win-win.
And he goes to a knee to try to knock it down, but it's by him down the line. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. It's now 7-1.
number 8.
Boy, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You're facing the opposing pitcher, and you give up a 2-out RBI.
I got to believe he's contemplating retirement. A 2-out knock given up to the opposing pitcher.
Listen, as a pitcher, you hate to give up base hits, but you doubly hate to give up base hits to the opposing pitcher.
As he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Hey, the bullpen needs to step up in this situation. I got to believe the manager was hoping for way more than this.
Line to the right side, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. Has a look, now the pitch. Swing and a miss, got him reaching. Oh, and he takes his eye off it here, and it goes right past him. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
I'm not here to make excuses, but it is cold tonight, and it looks a little damp out there, too. The ball might have just slipped out of his hands on that one.
Has a look, now the pitch. Nothing in one count. Here it comes.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of those secondary pitches, or hitters just start sitting on the hard stuff.
Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now, 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Cubbies are in front, 7-1. Now to bat, Kevin Newman. And Nero down 6 already in the early part of this ball game. What's the mentality for them as they try to work their way back?
You know what, Matty? This is where you take some prideful ABs. I've been down 6 before, and I've come back from even further down than that in some big ball games. You have to find a way to just relax and start piecing some good ABs back to back.
First delivery to him. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Now here it comes. Grounded to third, right to blank. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The batter, the center fielder, Brian Reynolds.
Now 1 down with the bases empty, and that'll bring up Brian Reynolds. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And he popped him up. Bryant into foul territory, and that's going to land foul. 1 out, nobody on. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. Weak grounder back to the mound. And there's out number 2.
The batter, the first baseman.
Next to stand in is Colin Moran. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Swing, and he pops him up. Peterson on the run, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. 2 out, nobody on. Now this is on the ground for Baez at short. Over to first, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Pirates. They're down 7-1. Digging in will be Jock Peterson. 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips.
Peterson.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Now here it comes. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. Jock swings and sends a ball to deep right. Back goes Polanco. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run there for Jock Peterson. Career homer number 149, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. And it's fouled away. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Popped up. Frazier is there for it. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, David Bodie. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch as he chops it on the ground toward the right side. Fielded cleanly, and that's the second out.
The right fielder, number 6, Jake Marisnick.
Into the box, Jake Marisnick. He flew out in his last AB. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Reynolds has it for out number 3. Cubs tack on another courtesy of this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Cubs 8 and the Pirates 1. And now here is Brian Goodwin, grounded out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and it looked like a sinker in his last AB that got him to roll over.
Goodwin.
Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Hit out towards second. Right to him. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting, right fielder, Gregory Polanco.
Up next for the Buccos, Gregory Polanco. And he blasted a homer in his first at-bat. Here's the pitch. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. A ball and a strike.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Hit to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Third baseman, number 99, Todd Frazier.
Here's Todd Frazier now. He collected a base hit his first time up. Here's the pitch. Now a ball lined hard toward right center. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. And he'll coast into second here with a 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely struggling coming into this one, but I think we can say that cold streak is officially over. That's his second hit of the game, and it goes for extra bases. We'll see now if this game proves to be a huge turning point for him.
So here's Adam Frazier as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Set to deliver the 0-1. Swung on but fouled off to the left. Here's the 0-2. sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up. And nothing will come of the two-out double as the inning is over. Two-out double left stranded. Time for a quick break, then back to PNC Park after this. Sean Poppin gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. All set for the start of the inning, and next to hit is the catcher, Wilson Contreras.
The catcher, Wilson Contreras.
Here's the first pitch. In his career, Contreras carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike one. Down the line and fair, that's a hit.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
Here's Javier Baez as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Ready with the 1-2. Contreras gets his lead at first, nobody out. And that's lined into center field, and look out now, back-to-back singles open up the inning.
Now batting, the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks.
In now, Kyle Hendricks, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Takes this the other way to right. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Number 8, Ian Happ.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And looked like the sinker here, but a good job of knocking this thing down. Here comes the 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Chris Bryant comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
From the belt, the pitch. 2 balls and a strike.
I got 2-1 again.
Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Changeup called a strike, and he comes back even at 2-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. To Frazier at the bag. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. And welcome back to Pittsburgh as we check in on the field with Heidi. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring up the catcher, John Ryan Murphy.
The catcher, John Ryan Murphy.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Ball.
Boy, an Reagan-era fastball that time, mid-80s, but it's called strike 1. Hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Ready with another 2-2. Fouled away. Just hung in there on that one. The 2-2. Freezes him on the inside, strike 3.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that.
No pitcher.
As a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Eric Gonzalez will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with 1 away.
Eric Gonzalez.
First pitch of the AB now. As he lifts it in the air to right field. Marisnik is under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, shortstop, Kevin Newman.
So the Pirates batting order turns over and set to go. Kevin Newman, he grounded out last time up. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for a 2-out single. So he delivers with 2 away, and the bottom of the 5th marches on. So he's aboard here on the 2-out single, but overall, this is one of the weaker offensive ball clubs around, at least in terms of team batting average. And as you see right there, that total puts them in the 14th spot, otherwise known as second to last in the NL. First offering, Brian Reynolds is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Fouled off. 1 run, 6 hits, and 1 error in the contest for the Pirates so far. High in the air out to center field. He's under it, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Chris Stratton gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. So now here is Jock Peterson. His prior history versus this arm, he's only 2 for 10. outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Stratton offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Anthony Rizzo. He got under one and popped out his last time up.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
The 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Now a swing as he rifles this one into center for a base hit.
He's lucky it's only a single back up the middle and not a double in the gap or a home run. Pitches like that in a show get absolutely hammered.
Standing in now, David Bodie, as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-0 delivery. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
The 1-1 home. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Polanco is there, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 6, Jake Marisnick.
2 away now for the Cubs in the 6th. And up next, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick. First offering as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. In there, and it's even at 1. And it's fouled away.
Put that in the memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Lined hard to center field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Cubs strand 1, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and here comes the first baseman, Colin Moran.
The first baseman, Colin
Now here it comes.
Moran.
Swing and a liner, but this is foul for the first strike. A 1 pitch on its way. Lined hard deep into left. Peterson is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Goodwin. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery. Down the third baseline. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. Throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well, and after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at, so you can say, hey, he's going a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit, so there's a lot of positives going on right now.
He's 1 for 2 in this one. And he lays off for ball 1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike. Sent on the ground out to second. And there are 2 away now.
The batter, the third baseman, Todd Frazier.
Next up, Todd Frazier. He doubled his last time through.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
Now the 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Happ scoops it up. A runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at the deficit.
Now back.
He took that back right where it came from. Nice ribby knock right up the chute.
Yeah, a little bit frustrating as a pitcher. You know, you always hear that, hey, you want to make yourself one of the defenders, but that ball was hit just out of his reach, right up the middle, base hit, and another run batted in.
To the plate now, Adam Frazier, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Frazier leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Left side, but well foul. Ready on 0-2. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Up with it, Contreras. And that ends the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up. Cubs lead it 8-2. Now to the plate, Wilson Contreras. For his career in this matchup, he brings a 4 for 12 line. He also has 1 home run. First pitch of the AB on its way, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1.
Well, if you can throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Center fielder on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 9.
So next to hit is Javier Baez. Singled in his last at bat. Here's the first pitch to him. The 1-0 misses for the second ball.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Well, he knows it, but this is the kind of guy you just have to go right after. He's not the biggest threat with the bat, so it's time to challenge him right here.
High in the air out to center field. Reynolds is there, 2 gone.
Now batting, the pitcher, Kyle.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Kyle Hendricks. 4th plate appearance for him tonight, and why not? He's been in control all game long. First delivery to him. There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
Now here it comes. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Waiting on it is Goodwin. And that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. So now into the box is John Ryan Murphy. He went down looking in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and he was locked up by a good fastball for strike 3 last time. I'm interested to see if they attack him the same way. Come at him with hard velo late or snap something off in the dirt to see if he'll fish.
To first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
O'Neill Cruz will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 64.
First pitch of the AB on its way. As he'll take a look at ball 1. Opposite field to left. And that'll take care of the pinch hitter here for out number 2.
Now batting.
Stepping in once again is Kevin Newman. It was a base hit last time up. And now the first pitch. A swing and a ground ball to third. Bryant is up with it, and that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. Still 8-2. Austin Davis comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Davis.
Ian Happ will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
Ian Happ.
The pitch. The 0-1 pitch. Now a ball hit high and fairly deep down the left field line. This ball has a chance and gone for a home run. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Oh, man, he got hurt. His second pitch since coming in, and he serves one up. A reliever's worst nightmare and a big confidence boost to the lineup. Let's see if he can rebound.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set with the 0-1.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
The 1-1 is in there for the second strike. Base is empty here with nobody out. high and deep down the left field line. And that misses 2-2.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
Sliced hard on the ground, and that gets through, so he'll have his first base hit, make him 1 for 4 in the game now.
Now batting, left fielder, Josh.
Stepping in now, Jock Peterson, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. It's been a 2 for 4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Oh, and that is right there for strike 2. The 0-2 home.
Nope, at the ball.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
The 1-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
Into the box, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Waiting on it is Goodwin. And he makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Now batting, second baseman, David.
Stepping up is
Bodie.
David Bodie. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Grounded back up the middle. Newman brings it in. A step on second for the force, and that'll do it. But add on 1 more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's the Cubs 9 and the Pirates 2.
Leading up for the Pirates, the center fielder.
First pitch on its way.
Reynolds.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, digging for 2. And he's not stopping. He wants 3. And the Pirates have something going to start the inning. He's in there with 3 bases.
The first baseman, number 19, Colin.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers think, and he's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
Opposite field to left. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
Boy, this one looked like he was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
So now to the plate, Brian Goodwin. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. To third. Bryant's got it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Gregory.
Next, it'll be Gregory Polanco. He grounded out last time. first pitch. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0.
Walton.
2-0.
Now, when you've got a 6-run lead out there, there's no reason not to go right at guys. You have to keep attacking the zone.
To short, hit hard. Baez fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nature's cleaning crew is what we'll call them. They're on the scene as this one winds down. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. So here is Jake Marisnick. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the result sometimes, Matty. Just unlucky with the placement.
And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Frazier is there. One quick out to start inning number 9.
The catcher, number 40.
Now into the box. Wilson Contreras flew out last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. 1 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss. That one tied him up.
Hey, sped him up, slowed him down. It's got him down 0-2. I think he could pretty much go anywhere right here. I'd be surprised if anything misses over the heart of the plate.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Murphy goes to get it, and a good throw just beats him. Contreras is retired. 2 down now. And now Javier Baez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. 0-1 the count. The pitch. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2 balls and a strike to Javi Baez. Fly ball out toward right field. Polanco has a read on it, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs, but they lead it by a margin of 9-3. Bottom of the inning now.
Leading up for the Pirates, the third baseman, Frazier.
First pitch on its way.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
The batter, the second baseman, Adam Frazier.
Next, here is Adam Frazier. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a liner. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single. Dan, it seems like they've had his number all game long.
Well, they've been treating him like a punching bag out there. As we take a look at the line, you can see that he's given up double-digit hits, and things don't look like they're going to get any better. He might not last much longer.
Now the 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball.
He's gone back-to-back with off-speed stuff to start this AB, and neither has found the zone. He's trying to pitch him backwards, but that only works if you can get them for strikes. Now he'll probably have to challenge him. The 2-1.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that. Going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
9-3 the final tally here in this one. The Chicago Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Kyle Hendricks earns his 6th winning decision in this one, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Chad Kuhl couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
You're gonna be happy.
Inside the Show with